What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Carnivore Beast. So it's been about a month since I released my video about muscle building on the carnivore diet, and I will link that above if you haven't watched it already. So what I wanted to do is sort of check in, let you guys know where I'm at, how the diet is going with the muscle building side of things, how my strength is, and sort of physique wise as well. So this video is just a little update on that muscle building side of things. Now, if you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, share as well with anybody who you think might be interested. And also as well, I'd like to know what you guys think, so please leave some comments down below. So without further ado, let's get to the meat of the video. So first off, I thought I will sort of give you guys the stats of where I'm at now. So last time I'd given you sort of my starting stats. So I'm going to kind of give you an update on that now and compare where those stats are. I'll also put some photos beside me of the sort of relevant measurements that I've taken as well. So first off, let's look at weight. So currently I am sitting at 79.2 kilograms. Now that is down from 80.8 kilograms. So my weight is still dropping off from this diet. However, there are, as you'll see soon, some areas where I'm actually growing, which is great. So the next one was my neck. So I am now sitting at 15.5 inches, whereas last time I was at 15 inches. My chest, so I am now at 44.5 inches. Last time I was 44 inches, so some growth there. Half an inch within 4 weeks. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, really good growth going on there. So my waist has remained the same, so I'm still at 32 inches. My arms as well have also stayed the same at 15.5 inches. My arms is not something that I really focus on heavily at the moment, but it is something I'm probably going to look at sort of increasing in the future. My hips, so interestingly, my hips have actually gotten larger. So I am now sitting at 34 inches, whereas before I was 33 inches, which is quite interesting. And it kind of links into what I'm about to move into next. So that is my glutes. Now those have also increased. So they have gone from 38 inches up to 39 inches. Now I find that interesting because the hips and the glutes are sort of in the same region. And what I put that down to being is to do with the squat. So obviously things are, and the deadlift as well. So that is growing that area muscularity, and the fat is going down as well. So I'm quite happy with those results. And my quads as well, so they have remained the same at 24 inches. And my calves also have remained the same at 14.5 inches. So no major as in growth, but some areas that I'm really happy with. My chest has regrown, which is, if you haven't watched the first video, I stated within that I wanted my chest to sort of get back to being larger again after the lockdown period. And also sort of the growth in the areas of my glutes and my hips as well, but then also dropping my weight. So I'm now sitting below 80 kilograms, but there are areas that are growing, so I'm very happy about that. Now I'm going to sort of touch upon the strength side of things. So what I've noticed is my strength just each week is going up and up and up. Now I know some people do take a bit of a dip in their strength when they start the carnivore diet. What I can tell you is that you get that dip, but then you'll grow again. And the strength it's every single week adding weight on. Now that is a bit of a part of my program because I'm sort of doing progressive stuff, but also as well is that the strength is there, and the strength is becoming more and more. The energy is there as well from the diet. So all really good stuff. So I'm going to sort of just focus on the three main lifts on this one, because if I went through everything, we'll be here all day, and I don't want to do that. So so first of all, I'm going to look at squat. So these are about 5 to 6 reps. When I last did the video, I was at about 110 kilograms for 5 to 6 reps roughly. That has now gone up to 140 kilograms. So an extra 30 kilograms in weight has been added. That's quite good for me. I'm really happy with that actually, because squat is one of the areas that I've always sort of struggled with. And I'm always trying to like edit how I'm doing it, just try and tweak little areas just to get stronger in that area. So to add 30 kilograms in 4 weeks, I'm very happy with that. Bench, now that is, so when I did the last video, I was at 100 kilograms. Now that has gone up to 115 kilograms. I'll get that right. So 15 kilograms increase there. Now, I did that the other day and it felt quite good. And I do think there's definitely room for more growth there. So I'm looking forward to my next update to let you guys know, hopefully, that has increased even more. And my deadlift. Now I don't do deadlift that frequently throughout the week, not as much as I do the squat and bench. However, when I did my last video, I was at 175 kilograms for 5 to 6 reps, and that is now 185 kilograms for that rep range. So a 10 kilogram increase, and I've kind of been sitting on it fairly easy with that. And I do believe, I'm doing deadlifts tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I can add some more weight to that, but I will update you guys in another month's time on more growth then. So yeah, that is my lifting side of things. As you would have seen, I've put some sort of videos in the side of me training, so that's kind of like what I do most day to day. Let's focus on the diet side of things now. Obviously, I am eating a carnivore diet. And last time I stated my sort of calorie range, protein intake, my carbs and my fats that I was consuming on that sort of last phase of training. So what I've decided is I'm going to increase it now. And I've started this now for a couple of days. And I'm enjoying it. It's good. So I've increased the calories now. I am now eating 3,265 calories a day, roughly. Obviously, that does fluctuate, but I'm in that region. My protein, I've actually dropped down a little bit. So I was on 253 grams. I am now eating 226 grams a day, roughly. My carbs have also dropped down as well. So where I was having 10 grams of carbs a day, that has dropped now to 5 grams of carbs. So that's very low for carbohydrates throughout the day, but I feel great. That's really working for me. And also my fat, so I've increased my fat as well. So my fat is now sitting at 241 grams on average per day. And that is just giving me really good energy to go and train. It's giving me the sort of fuel that I need in order to go and lift these heavier weights. So that is where I'm at with the diet at the moment. Now, I don't tend to really move the diet around too much. So every morning I have 6 eggs and 6 rashers of bacon with 1 or 2 coffees. Now, I fast until about 10 o'clock in the day, and I'm still going to continue with fasting. At the moment, it's working for me, and I don't really see any need to change that right now. So I'm going to keep fasting. That may change in the future, but right now it's working for me. I'm not going to change it. So I have my breakfast at 10 o'clock. I then have a meal at about 1:30, roughly. Now, most of the time I have about 500 grams of 20% fat mince, beef mince, and I add 2 eggs in that as well. So I fry that up, add 2 eggs, break it all up and eat that. I really enjoy that. Probably not for everybody, but for me, I could eat that every single day and I'm happy. I'll then have a sort of mid-afternoon snack as such. So sometimes that could be some meat broth that I make. So I've been drinking a lot of meat broth thanks to Carnivore Yogis for sort of given me that advice on that. So yeah, meat broth. I've also sometimes have eggs as well, so I may have 4 or 5 boiled eggs and just sort of get them down me. Also as well, if I'm like in a bit of a pickle, just I need some really quick, a tin of tuna very occasionally I may have as well. Now for my tea, I am a big steak fan. I eat a lot of steaks. I've just been out today to the local butchers and got some really, really tasty ribeye. So for me, tonight, for example, I'll have that really tasty ribeye. I've got some bacon that I'm going to have with that, and because it's the weekend, I'm treating myself a little bit, and I'm going to have some black pudding with that. So that's giving me my blood and my fats as well. So, and what I've also added, I nearly missed out as well. If you haven't seen this, again, thank you to Carnivore Yogi once again for introducing me to this, is egg pudding. That's something I've been really, really into recently. So I have that like in the evening with a sort of cup of tea. So I have that. And that sort of increases the fats, increases some protein, and just increases my calories for the day as well. If you haven't seen the recipe, please have a look on the link above. I will put that there. Go check it out. See if you give it a go yourself, and let me know what you think about it as well. So that is my diet side of things. So that is sort of my update on the muscle building side of things. So as I said before, my strength is increasing, which is fantastic. I'm growing in areas that I want to grow, and obviously losing some weight at the same time. Now, I'm not looking to keep losing weight. I want to find that sort of base level that I'm going to stick at to increase body mass as well. Now, I've been recently in a bit of a sort of pickle, if you want to call it that, where I want to head with my sort of gym work. So looking back, I was a powerlifter, used to love doing that, and I was looking at going into Strongman side of things now. So I'm looking at now where I'm going to move forward. Do I want to continue with these strength sports? Or maybe it's time for me to sort of move into the aesthetic side of things now that I'm sort of getting on top of things with the body composition and all that sort of stuff. So I need to have a little think about that and see how I'm going to move on in the future. So hopefully next time I speak to you guys with an update, I've got a bit more clarity of where I'm going to take this in the future. Thank you once again for joining me today. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like us.